Hello, wonderful conscious divas. This is Nicole Abundance from attractingmenmaster.com. And today I thought about doing a video blog post. Usually I write for conscious divas, but today I thought about doing a video blog post. And what I'd like to talk to you about for the ladies who are single is the difference between flirting and connection. Now, if you've read my other blog posts, you'll see that I talked about lots of different ways that you can meet men, many different options out there. And generally, I recommend that you have to spread your wings, so to speak, in order to have the right amount of opportunities that are out there existing for you. The women who date more have more opportunities to meet the man that is right for them. So your best bet is really to get out there and provide yourself with multiple opportunities, whether it's online or offline, in various different surroundings, doing various different activities in order to meet and connect with the right person. So let's talk about the difference between flirting and connection. And obviously, in order to really begin to connect with someone in the first place, there is that flirting element that is there. But what you really want to move away from or move more into is move from flirting into connection, because when you begin to connect with a man, it happens on a much deeper level than flirting. For flirting, a lot of people, they'll act or respond in different ways. And flirting is more behavioral based. It's the things that you do with your body language. It's the things that you say. Maybe it's the things that you combine with your body language as well as the things that you say that will create a certain reaction in a man, whether it's even online. You can send a message online, whether it's through text messaging, whether it's through instant messaging chat, whether it's on Facebook or any other kind of forms of communication, or maybe it's in person. But it's kind of what you do with your body language and the things that you say. So it's behavioral based that is going to kind of get you results. But what you want to do is you want to take that flirting into a different dimension, and you want to take it into a greater space of connection. And in order to really, for example, have an unforgettable experience with a man, in order for him to really lock himself inside of you, in order for him to lock you inside his mind, there has to be a different, an element of connection that takes place beyond flirting, like a different type of connection. So flirting is one type of trying to connect with someone, and then actually connecting with them is the other type of connecting with them on a deeper level. When you start to connect with a man from a deeper space of actually connecting, you're forming a bond that grows, or a bond that a foundation of bonding that you can really kind of work off from. Now, the relationships or the connections that really are more sustainable are the ones where it's more bond-based dating. And that's where I mean by having a deeper connection with this person. It's bond-based dating. It's not just trying to do, if I say this, then he'll do that, or if I respond this way, then he's going to respond that way. It's not really about playing these games like if I don't pick up the phone, or if I play hard to get, then he's going to kind of, have more of a desire for me. It comes from a deeper, authentic space, that signature spark inside of you, a deeper, authentic signature spark inside of you. And it comes from that deeper space, and you actually live it out or flow it out from you when you are connecting. So all of a sudden you go from maybe speaking with him in a certain way and responding to a certain way to bringing your life or breaking just different barriers that are in your life, or kind of living in different spaces in your life that breaks beyond, for example, the flirting dimension into the connecting dimension. And there are many different ways that you can begin to connect with a man that is going to kind of lock his desire inside of you. And one of the big ways that we often don't remember to do is touching. Most times people, they flirt from a distance, whether it's through, I guess, their body language or the things they say. But what really will solidify you on another level, one type of deeper connection, is touching. When you are out on a date, obviously you don't want to be groping the guy. You don't want to be all over him and act like you're so desperate for his attention, or you just can't, keep your hands off of him. But you want to practice what I call intentional touching. And when you are practicing intentional touching, you are actually tracing the pathways of your touch, of your presence, of your energy into his own microcosm, and the neural circuits within his mind, within his brain. And if you do it right, you can actually release the right chemicals, the right feel good feelings, the right sensory experiences within him, and create a different element of bonding with the guy than you would before. So before, for example, you go and get that for the first kiss, or you let him, try the first kiss on you. Practice lots of intentional touching. You can play with his hand like that. You can practice a lot of intentional touching. You can touch him, when you are making a point, when you're speaking with him. Touching is one of the most profound ways where it releases the hormone oxytocin in the brain, and it actually is oxytocin is a bonding hormone between, for example, when mothers have babies and they bond with them. So if you are spending more time touching, you will find that your connection is so much more deeper, so much more profound. Your experience is going to be more absolutely defined and more amazing than it would if you just kind of went from not really engaging him with touching him to going for the first kiss or just kissing. If you notice that if you do different degrees of going into someone's space, and if when you're touching him, you can touch him with intention. You don't have to touch him like that. If you touch a man with intention, it's very mysterious. He doesn't know what to expect. If you reach over while you're talking to him and you touch him that way, and then you just kind of, rub your hand against his arm, has such a powerful, profound effect on him than if you did not touch him at all, than if you just kind of leaned in him and kissed him. And it's just beyond words, just absolutely beyond words, the kind of connection that you can build with someone just through the power of touch. And the second last tip I'm going to give you quickly is through eye gazing. Now, a lot of people are very, very uncomfortable looking into the eye of somebody else. A lot of people get very nervous. A lot of people get very self-conscious about kind of looking into the eye of a stranger. But you're going to want to break down those reservations if you have those reservations already, and you really want to be able to be so conscious about who you are so that you're able to connect on a deeper level, eye to eye with someone. Because if you spend enough time eye gazing, it's going to absolutely transform. I'm not talking about, staring at the guy like all night long. But if you spend enough time, locking your eyes with him for 5 seconds and maybe taking it off, when you're speaking with him, focus on your intention to connect when you are looking at him. And if you focus on your intention to connect, that it carries an energetic imprint from your actual focus of intention to connect when you're connecting with him, or if you're looking him in the eye like that. So you can practice a lot of eye gazing. Instead of looking away every minute you're talking to him like that, spend maybe 3 or 4 more seconds longer every time you break eye contact with this person, and it will absolutely transform the way you interact. A lot of people are going at dating from a different type of external based mindset. But if you go at dating from a more internal based mindset, and you radiate this big space within you, and you flow from that, and you practice these bonding based behavior, it will absolutely transform your dating life and make it, so much more enjoyable. Now, obviously, if you're not feeling anything with the guy, you don't have to spend time touching him. But touching a man that you already feel attracted to and gazing into his eyes with intention is going to help to totally transform your dating experience. Check out my site, attractingmenmastery.com. If you'd like, you can send me an email at nicole@attractingmenmastery.com. Thank you so much. Awesome Conscious Diva, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.